All right, come on. Let's see it. Pool 1 versus Pool 3. Wait, so let me think. What are like the best possible draws here for like entertainment value?
And C3, specifically Team Secret Wells. Like that's an interesting one.
Let's see. Okay, so Pool 1.
An organization obviously from Team Secret.
Pool 1 is
Team
Genji, BLG, FlyQuest, G2, and Flying Oyster. Bro, we can get Top Esports versus Genji and T1 versus BLG right off the bat.
Speaking of Molecule, he feels like that.
And then it would be what?
Scary team to face.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait, we couldn't, right? Because
like an upset team, so maybe
they would have to shuffle things around because. Okay, then you need FlyQuest versus PSG. I mean, technically we could, yeah, because it could be FlyQuest versus PSG, Fnatic versus Oysters, and then 100 Thieves versus G2, something like this.
Oh.
Of course. We were just talking about them, Genji, the reigning champion.
Yeah, they're rather good team. As I described.
I think they're okay. I think they had an okay year.
Fairly solid, yeah, pretty good.
Keen has just been.
Is the cam blocking something? What is the cam blocking?
All right, so we're gonna have tier 1 teams against tier 3 teams.
Where do I put the cam?
Tier 2 teams versus tier 2 teams. That is the way it's gonna go for the first round. FlyQuest.
Okay, all right.
Where do I move the cam, bro? What is the cam blocking?
Had a really dominant year overall.
Odds on a ball being empty again. Holy shit, I forgot about the empty balls.
Between them and Cloud9, but ever since that point, they have only continued to dominate their international performance. Of course, versus G2. Everyone remembers that one. Everyone loved that one. I loved it personally.
Yeah, and just to be clear, these are the Seed 1 teams, so it's not Genji against FlyQuest. We're just pulling them all out in order.
Exactly.
And the Seed 3 will be later. Next up is G2.
Yeah.
Okay, G2.
So
all right.
We're drawing the.
So they just draw the teams and they're like, these are the teams. And then they just draw who plays them.
So I'm going to write it down. But yes. And for G2, I mean.
We can actually get some good matches. Bro, we can get some like legit matches. And there's some teams that are just like the clown and amidst all like
the team that made it to every international
tough teams.
event this year.
They're a huge achievement for them, honestly.
Exactly.
And,
I'm excited about it.
Why the fuck did this just open? I didn't even click that. What?
Now remember the possible.
I was mega confused. Did I click it? Maybe I clicked it by accident.
TES.
Bro, Vivo Keyed is in the same tier as Hodwa Life, AL, and KT Rolster. Like, what the fuck?
PSG.
All right, Genji versus PSG is
Genji versus PSG? Oh, hell no, bro. Oh my god, that is going to be absolutely... That is going to be a complete fisting session. That's going to be tough to watch, bro. PSG is like, they have like very low upside.
It's flash rolls of old. Maybe they can get that magic back in order.
CFO T1?
Yeah, and the second team drawn, I believe, was FlyQuest. So
oh, it was FlyQuest?
Oh, God,
I thought it was CFO T1. I thought it was... Okay, so it was FlyQuest second.
I knew the worst could happen.
So it's T1 FlyQuest? Oh! Bro, why don't they just show right here which team they're drawing into? Why don't they just show on the screen who's being drawn into? Why do you have to remember it? I didn't know it was a memory game.
Why not?
True.
In a best of one
Top Esports versus CFO?
G2, I believe, up against...
Oh, that's G2?
Like that.
I thought that was CFO. I thought they showed CFO second, no?
Yeah. What about
what
your
the
thoughts,
fuck?
Ox? Yeah.
I'm coping. I'm gonna be coping.
Bro, why is it a memory game? Why don't they just show who the fuck they're playing against? I didn't know I had to... What the fuck? So we're gonna have to remember for the whole time?
What is gonna be the next?
All right, okay, tomorrow I'll be locked in, and I'll write it down, I guess.
Fnatic?
What the fuck?
Up against CFO?
Yeah, I think it's CFO.
That's an interesting.
Like everyone's like, yeah, I guess that's playing against CFO.
A dark horse, you know, been getting good scrims against.
Wait, why do we have to guess? Why don't they just show it? I don't get it. What the hell is happening?
Definitely not unbeatable.
I wonder.
No, well, it's not even memory. It's just I didn't know I had to remember it. I was just like, oh, they're just drawing. What I thought that they were doing was drawing all the teams, and then they were just going to like show, all right, Genji's playing against this team, and this team is playing against this team. Like that's what I thought they were gonna do. So I didn't realize I needed to like remember the fucking teams. Like it's so weird.
I'm in a scenario you would have felt worse about.
I think that was just a nightmare scenario overall, guys. How are you guys feeling?
Let's see. What do we?
Wow. T1 versus Fly, BLG versus 100 Thieves. Oh my God. CFO versus Fnatic.
I don't feel bad either.
G2 versus Top Esports. Wow, that is like one of the worst draws possible. That was maybe the worst draw possible. Nice.
Are we winning? I don't know.
For the West.
I'm not gonna say.
There will always be. I feel like you just can't be a doubter of CFO for the year that
No, that's the thing.
Bill's point, yeah.
I definitely feel better than you do right
That
now.
was
Raz. I can say that.
possibly the worst draw.
Oh, yeah, go on. I just wanted to answer for you for some reason.
You know, I feel okay. I think LCK team's doing pretty well, but that was kind of expected.
Yeah.
I think for top esports,
All right.
who even knows?
So the rest of these teams are the tier 2 teams matched
All
up
right,
against
tier
each
2
other.
teams. So we got to remember this. So the first team drawn is Hanwha Life.
HLE is the first team.
So the fourth team drawn will
HLE
play
had to
against
come
this
back,
team,
honestly. They
right?
started
That's how they're going to do
strong,
it?
made to first 10, and then they dipped a bit, I feel, and then came back by the end of the year.
Yeah, Road to MSI was rough for them,
Yeah.
and they obviously didn't make it to MSI. Bit of a resurgence in playoffs.
Yeah.
So
And Viper's a maniac, so I mean.
And it's Peanuts' last round at Worlds.
Yeah, it is.
AL returning after a really good MSI,
Yes.
gotta say.
I mean, the regular season was a little bit messy, but they got it in order, and I mean, I'm a Flandre appreciator, so we always love someone who loves to create space.
yeah, I think not the best form post MSI, but
Yeah.
you know, we saw a lot of great performances from them. Hopefully, they can bring that sort of level back.
No, 2 seed versus.
Hopefully, like the short boot camp that
It's
they've
2 seed
had,
versus
of course,
seed
as you
2.
as you
Or it's
said,
2
Vivo
seeds versus 2
stars.
seeds.
I mean, they were a big
So-
surprise, of course, getting.
Yeah.
In the
These are like the
finals,
first
taking
3,
down
and then
100
these are the
in
teams that are
fashion
playing
they've
into them,
done.
right?
Samus and Miru were real
Yeah.
standouts there for that team.
Or
We kept them ramping up
was
all year.
HLE
Exactly.
playing versus
Mid lane,
AL?
yeah, the
Did they say how they're doing it?
In the mid lane really helped out the team.
I have the volume
First
super
time.
low. I
Of
can
course,
turn it up.
exactly.
Did they say how
Morteus, I
they're
think,
doing
is an
it?
80 carry, rookie 80 carry has had a really strong showing.
And we get Trimby again.
True.
I'm
Team
excited.
Secret Wales.
All right.
TSW.
And Team Secret
Wait,
Wales
why don't they
is-
just say
is
how it's going
a
to work,
really
bro?
fun team.
Like, it's so
I mean,
weird. Can they just
watching
tell?
their mid-jungle
Can they
duo
just
and
say
how
how
chaotic
it's
they are, the
working?
carry junglers,
Like,
the
this is so
stylists,
fucking
is a
strange.
fun
The
one
way that
there.
they're doing this is
So-
so strange.
Super aggressive. You know.
Exactly.
Absolutely expect them trying to make the game a bloodbath. Sometimes opponents try and deny them from that. We'll
True.
see how it plays out in their matchup.
Or are they just drawing all the teams and then they're going to like pick
My
who plays
ghost!
each other? Is it like the 1 seed is playing the
How do you
4? Was
feel
it like the
about
first 2
them?
I
teams
don't
are playing
feel
each other, the
anything
3rd and
bad
4th
when it
teams are
comes
playing
to
each other,
KT. That's
then
the
5th and
very
6th teams are playing each other? Why don't they say
Yes.
how it works?
I made mistakes in the past.
有请
We'll
您
see
选
how
手
it
投
goes.
取最后一支战队。
And of course, Koi is going to be the last ball that they draw out for this one.
How did you know?
Yeah, I mean,
So good. Koi.
M Koi.
Nice.
am I correct to say that that's going to be Vivo K-Stars versus Koi? Just wonder about that one. Well, actually,
接下来
Wait for
让我们
yeah,
看
let's
一
see
下
if we can get
最终
confirmation on
对
that
阵
one.
情况。
Yeah, I don't see any invalid matchups
Yeah,
here in what we have.
Okay, so it is the teams. It was 1 playing versus 2, so it was just the way they did it. Like, I thought they were going to draw
Alright,
the
I'm
first 3 and then they were going to draw the next 3. So
Yeah, I
think
HLE versus AL, VKS versus Team Secret Wales, and then M Koi versus KT. I think that might be the worst draw possible.
That one's going to be fun.
The more I look at this, I think that this might be the worst draw possible. This might be... I can't imagine a worse draw than this.
Team, so I
Worst
feel
draw
like this
ever.
could be an
Cancel the
amazing
draw.
welcome,
Yeah, I mean, it was
obviously,
pretty bad.
first-hand
Anyways, it
champions,
doesn't
but
matter,
ever
bro.
since
Like,
then,
eventually the
a
good
little
teams will
shaky.
play against the
I
good
believe in
teams.
Peanuts
It is
last
what it is. The good teams will play against the good teams.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't have to read too
Thoughts,
much
Ox?
into
Gotta
the
go
draw
with the
show.
ball.
Like, the draw show
I
is
think they had
it
it
is
come
what
in
it
the form
is.
of the